Hi, I'm Alyssa Molinas, and this is my second video discussion board. This video is in response to Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's TED Talk, We Should All Be Feminists. During the promotional tour of her novel, a man gave her unsolicited advice. He essentially advised her to not call herself a feminist because those are women who can't find husbands. This chance meeting opened her eyes to how the world saw feminists. She had an understanding that what was obvious to her was not obvious to others. She began to dig deeper into Nigerian culture and realized that feminism is not found in African culture. To her, the word feminist has a lot of negative baggage, both from social and societal expectations. Because of this, she struggled with the meaning of feminism. Eventually, she began to call herself a happy African feminist who doesn't hate men, wears lip gloss, and wears high heels for herself. She now sees herself as a feminist because of the textbook meaning. A feminist is someone who believes in the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes. Adichie's first experiences in gender equality came from a young age. When she was in primary school, even though she had the highest score in the class, she could not be class monitor because she was a girl. The second scoring person, a male, did not want to be class monitor at all, but he was able to because he was a male. As a young adult, when she went out with friends, she realized that as a woman, any money that comes from her wallet is assumed to be a man's. This is from her experience when she was tipping a young gentleman who took her car, and he assumed that it was from her friend and thanked him instead of her. These experiences showed how different each gender experiences the world. Adichie is angry about gender bias because she feels less of a human because of the way that they are raised to think. She is angry because gender bias is a grave injustice. She continues to be angry because out of anger comes positive change. She suggests that we change the way we raise our sons and daughters. For sons, we allow them to have their masculinity to not be defined to a small cage. She suggests to not leave them with fragile egos. She says to raise girls to not cater to those fragile egos. They should be successful and to not be afraid of threatening the man with their success. Adichie tells of women who have given up dreams and went the extra mile to be taken seriously in their jobs, in their marriages, and in their dating lives. She tells of one woman who sold her house so that a man wouldn't be intimidated by her having her own house. A woman wore a ring to a conference so that her colleagues would respect her more. She also talks about how women are seen for cooking, however, cooking is a universal skill that is useful to survival. Factor of appearance affects women differently than men. Men don't have to worry about looking too masculine to be taken seriously. However, women have to be mindful of not looking too feminine in order to be taken seriously. This experience was shown through when she first started teaching and she was worried about looking too feminine, and she ended up wearing an ugly power suit that was very masculine in order for her to be taken seriously. Gender matters because it changes how we see the world. Although we have male and female, the reason that this is an issue is because gender tells us what we should be rather than what we are. And boys and girls are different biologically, however, society can exaggerate those differences. The important takeaways from this video is that despite how equal we are here in America, there are other countries who have a long way to go as far as gender equality. While Adichie focused on the African culture, many other cultures mirror these stereotypes and gender expectations, especially in the Middle Eastern culture and Asian cultures. As a female, I have experienced men being intimidated by me, especially for my strength. In this context, I am a feminist because I believe men should be held to a higher standard, that they should be seen just as capable as women in cooking, expressing their feelings, and in general, expanding the horizon in what is considered to be masculine. I'm a feminist because I believe that a woman should not have to worry about intimidating the man with her success, money, strength, and intelligence. I believe that the sexes should mutually support each other because it is a partnership, not a competition.